So this is going to be Static Addition at-home version. Your Static Addition stamp game was created by a paper printout that I cut up and placed in bowls. Today our purpose for learning is to use what you know about building numbers and addition to solve larger addition equations. So I have set up for you an equation 634 plus 352. So before you get started, you need to make sure you print out, cut, color your stamp game. And then we have to begin building. So I build my top number first. I placed them in bowls so it was just easier for me to keep everything together. Remember, we build our numbers in sets of 2. It helps for quick skip counting, makes it easier on the eyes for quick reference. So I have 4 in my top number and the 1's place value. I have 3 in the 10's place value. And then I have 6 in the 100 place value. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So I have 634. Now I'm going to move down to my second number, which is 352. So again, I begin in my 1's. I have 2 in my 1's, and I keep it separated because I need to make sure I build my number right or correctly first before I add them together. If you put them all together, sometimes you lose place for where you've been and you're counting and it gets your numbers off. So I have 5 in my 10's place value, and then again I have 3 in my 100's place value. So now that I've built both of my numbers, I'm going to double check to make sure that my numbers are correct. 634, 352. Now that I have built both of those correctly, I'm going to slide them together. This is considered static addition. Static means it does not carry or exchange, which is just fine. So I add my top and my bottom number to get my final sum. So in my 1's category, my 1's place value, I have a total of 6. So I will write down 6. In my 10's, I have 2, 4, 6, 8. And in my 100's, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, and one more makes 9. So my answer is 986. I will give you a problem that you can create and you can practice with me. So here will be our new equation. I'll write it over here. Put 5 in the 1's place value. 5. I'm going to go ahead and put a 4 in the 10's place value. And I'm going to put a 2 in the 100's place value. Now you obviously don't need to use the colored pens or pencils to do this. I'm just doing it because it makes it easier to see how they match your stamps. So here, I'm going to make this a 3 in the 1's for my second number. I'm going to make this in my 10's place value. I would like for it to be a 5. And then in my 100's place value, I'm going to make it a 1. So you can stop your video or pause your video, and you can go ahead and try this one on your own. I'm going to put this away, and then I'm going to set up my next problem, and then after you get your problem done, you can hit play and I will build this for you. So I'm going to start building have 5 in the ones place value, and if they're turned sideways, it's okay. I know it's a 1. It's green and it has a 1 on it. It's a 1. So I have 5 in the ones for my top number. I have 4 in my tens place value, and I have 2 in my hundreds place value. I like using these paper pieces on carpet. I feel like it makes it easier to grab them. Now I'm going to move down to my bottom number. I have 3 in my ones place value. I have 5, just grab a handful, 5 in my tens place value. And then I have 1 in the 100 place value. All right, so I'm going to double check my numbers now. I have, make sure I keep that separate so I don't get them confused. Pull this down a little bit, give it some space to breathe. Here we go. 245, 153. My numbers are correctly built, so I slide them up. And then I will get my sum for my 2 numbers. So in my place value, my ones place value, I have 2, 4, 6, 8. So 8 is the number I have in my ones place value. Then I move to my tens. 2, 4, 6, 8, and 1 more makes 9. So I have 9 in the tens place. And then lastly, I have 3 in the 100 place. So my sum is 398. And that's how you complete Static Addition Stamp Game.